as Labour is in government longer, it's clearer what they are doing. So it is clearer what we are opposing, not just reflexive opposition.
I remember too, just before you started the job, there was some suggestion and some reporting that some of your colleagues thought you could be a bit abrasive and a bit rude. You said you might soften your approach. Have you done that? Because in Prime Minister's questions, you seem to be doing the opposite.
Yes, I have done the opposite in Prime Minister's questions. I'm trying to channel the anger that a lot of people out there feel about the way the country is being run. But I've always been very collegiate with colleagues. We are a team. The Conservative Party is the most united party. We're not a one-man band. We're not all squabbling amongst ourselves like Labour are on the economy or on who's going to be Prime Minister. We've learned a lot of lessons. I'm not saying that it was perfect when we were there, but we've acknowledged our mistakes. We've learned a lot of lessons, and we think we're the only party that's both competent enough and brave enough to take the tough decisions that will get the country in the right place.
I would have preferred potentially more dynamic leadership than Kemi's leadership.
I feel like the issue's been there hasn't been enough difference between the parties, too much of the centre ground.
Well, I voted for her, and I think she's, doing as best she can with the cards she's dealt with, but I do worry it might be like an Ian Duncan Smith situation where you have the ideologically the right leader, but, not the most forthright, blunt character, which may, sort of dent people in the sort of social media age.
The thing is, the Conservative Party is sort of currently in the shadow of the Reform Party, and I think it's really important we get out of that.
We're starting from such a low base already. I'm not going to kid anyone and say, look, we're going to all of a sudden rise above the sky and be taken into landslide territory. We are in multi-party territory in a minute. Obviously, I'd love to see Kemi as Prime Minister. I would say, however, take a realistic step. Any gains that we can produce for the next election is a good step, even if it doesn't mean we get over the line in 2029.
Right now, we are in our learning phase, and I think there's nothing wrong in that. We've been in power for over 14 years, and society's changing. And so it's just a time for us to learn what society wants, go along with the times, and then come back into power when we're ready.